obviously I'm focusing on you and
Yep.
looking at the camera.
Is that cool?
Whatever you're more comfortable with.
I'm not used to this, so any advice, you let me know.
Yeah, you can look at me.
I think that's probably
I think
the
that'll
best.
be easiest.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can look at me. We're just
Okay.
having a conversation. The camera is really cool. It highlights your mustache, so
Okay.
it knows where your face is.
I wish it wasn't that white, but anyway.
It looks great.
Okay, let's start with an intro. So, I'm Saul, and yeah.
My name is Sal Banchita. I am a retired New York City fireman. I retired after 9/11 in '02, and I am still active with fellow firefighters that I keep in touch with, and I am also a businessman too. I travel internationally and nationally. It's something that I actually built during my time as a fireman.
Awesome.
Perfect. In the past year, how have you, so these are kind of like shorter, don't feel like you have to do super elaborate answers. Like,
Okay.
30-second kind of sound bites.
You're trying to tell an Italian to speak 30 seconds, you know what I mean? Which is the hardest thing to do, you know? It's like you watch what you eat. How do you eat without Italian bread? But anyway, okay. Okay, it's going to be hard. You got to keep me on track.
Okay, perfect.
All right.
So in the past year, how have you been taking care of your mental health?
I guess the way I've been taking care of my mental health is really keeping busy, business-wise, being out among friends, and trying not to ponder sometimes on life that much. In other words, not beating yourself up. And then surrounding yourself with some really, really good friends that you can lean on if you need to.
Perfect. You nailed it. It's going great.
I'm trying.
That was amazing. What are strategies you would recommend to other firefighters to help keep their mental health strong, or other first responders?
Honestly, that's a difficult question. You know, you think that you know somebody, that you've worked with somebody as a firefighter, as a friend, that you've been close to the individual for a long time, and then you find out something that we were involved in a tragic type thing like 9/11, and how he reflects on it. You know, it was pretty difficult. I don't know how to really get the exact words on it, but I think the most important thing is to try to reach out to that friend and basically try to, have that individual open up a little, and try to do it on his terms. And if necessary, keep an eye on him.
That's perfect. That was great. What do you want to do? The one about advice to your younger self? Or is that one too tricky? Do you want to talk it through?
Whatever, however you want, wherever you want to go with it.
Okay. Well, have you got your advice?
What would I do as a younger self? Many times I think about that I should have become a professional student and stayed in college. Always wanted to go for my PhD and I never did. What I would basically, I'm an advocate of chasing your dreams. Don't let anyone dampen your dreams. A lot of times your dreams may look far-fetched, negative. People will try to tamper them. Don't be around the negative stuff. Follow your dream, take the first step forward and go for it, and don't look back.
That was great. Wow. That's great advice.
Really nice.
Do you want to speak, is there anything else you want to speak on for 9/11? I know you talked a lot about how this anniversary is hard on some guys. Is there anything you would want to say about to the general public of how we could honor this anniversary or support first responders that we might have in our lives?
To the brothers and sisters as firefighters, meaning police officers, EMS, construction workers, I include everyone. I'm a big advocate in being proactive and getting yourself checked. That's one of the things that kind of gravitated to me to Movember. I like the idea about, getting checked earlier as a young man, being educated. It's important. So your health, your family is very, very important. You want to be there and watch the sunrise every day. Be kind to yourself, be humble, and really thank the people that are around us that keep us safe, like our military, that we respect every day. So be kind, get yourself checked, live a long life, and try to smile a lot.
That was perfect. Let's just check
So good.
the sound.
If she can, not the end of the world, but
Okay.
if we can try it one more time, might as well.
Let's wait for this to go off. We're gonna turn the air off because there'll be like a little whirring in the background.
You think so? Yeah. Okay.
But that was a really good answer.
That was a perfect
so good.
answer. So, you gonna remember exactly what you said?
No.
That was a trick question. But yeah, if you can riff on that. I loved the start of,
Yeah.
including everybody and being proactive about their
Well,
health.
because everybody is here and stuff. And this is just off the cuff here. It was really difficult being down there with a lot of us, and even today, it's really, really hard. But even myself, being a fireman and kind of walking the girders all night long when we were doing that, and we were that exhausted, or I should say I was that exhausted, you would be looking down, and next thing you know is you got like a pit and a fall 60 feet deep. But we were being paid that day, so that was our job and what we did. And a good friend of mine said, hey, listen, this is the first time the general public notices what we're doing. If the bell rang again and there was a fire across the street, we'd be doing the same exact thing. But what basically I have a tremendous respect for was really the general public, the support and what we got. There was a young lady that was there when we were on West Side Highway after, we never talk about number 7 that came down, okay? This young girl couldn't have weighed more than 100 pounds, and she was carrying a case of water, and it was warm that day, all day long, and she was handing water out to all of us. And to that day, whoever that young lady is, I wish I would have known who she is. I have the most respect for her, and that what stays in my mind was that young girl basically handing water to all of us, So you keep it so you have faith in humanity and people,
Yeah.
And as New Yorkers, we come together all the time.
Yeah. I love that. Can we get that New Yorker line?
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
I love that. Can you just do that line as New Yorkers we come together?
Sure. As New Yorkers, we come together.
Love that. Okay, let's try the just kind of like to all the first responders, thanking them, kind of being proactive about their health. That's why you're happy to support Movember, because Movember is encouraging, these guys to take care of their health. That kind of riff that you were going on.
Okay. To my fellow firefighters, PD, EMS, construction workers, electricians, steel workers that were all down there, I urge really everyone to get checked and be vigilant about your health. It is extremely important. One of the things that really caught my eye about Movember that I liked was about being proactive and getting screened and getting checked. But what I liked the most was that we were targeting younger men. and educating them. And I think that's an important goal in order to get ahead of any kind of disease or cancer that exists. And we want to be there for our family. We want to be there for our friends. We want to be there for graduations, births. And the most important thing is to be there for ourselves and to be kind to ourselves and be able to sit at a mountaintop or a beach and watch the sunrise and have a smile, you know, and just say, I'm enjoying life. And so be proud, be kind to yourself.
Perfect. That was great.
So good.
Yeah.
Is there anything you need him to say again, do you think, because of the AC or the siren?
No, the last
Yeah.
one
Okay.
was clean to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. I think we got it.
Okay.
Sorry, I've been calling you Saul, but you pronounce it
Sal.
Sal.
It's actually Salvatore, you know, but Sal, Sal is short for Sal. And then one day I went to Europe, I kept on saying my name was Sal, and I was really trying to speak correct, you know, Italian, but I was up in the north, not the south. Besides them telling me that, you know, speak English so we can understand what you want. And it's actually Salvatore, short in Italian, is actually Salvo. So Sal doesn't exist in Italy.
Got it.
Anyway, it was a pleasure meeting everybody, and thank you very, very much for everything.